Memory, turn your face to the moonlight. Let your memory lead you. Open up and surrender. If you find there the meaning of what happiness is, then a new life will begin. Back on Broadway, yet again. Who am I to disagree? I've traveled the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Messing around with windows, la di da. I just wasted 10 seconds of your life. You'll be back soon, you'll see. You remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, embers fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, she's turning in. It's just so wonderful. I feel like chuckling. Ha 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 ha. Feel all fuzzy inside like a duckling, filled with tarantulas. And now that I'm here tonight, it's gonna get weird. Ha 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 ha. Look at these creatures, not enough features. Cats should breathe fire, bears should sing wire. Oh, look at this hour, under my power. Look at these people, beauty and feeble. Ooh. Look, I'm just a triangle trying to save you from the delusion society gave you. Gravity's a lie, so is the sky, just in the all-seeing, all-knowing eye. Look at this money, who's that, honey? Look at this history, how could you miss me? Seriously, I'm all over the place. Look at this weather, I could do better than draw rainbows, seeming tornadoes. Ooh. This loser drinking coffee. Now it's decaf. Look at these people calling me evil. I'm back at you. Now you're all statues. Now everything you know has disappeared. It's gonna get weird. Very sincerely wonderful. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's stream. My name is DCapNVidia. I'm a video game streamer who primarily plays RPG games. I am also a hobby voice actor and singer, so you'll hear me do one or both of those things during the stream. Hey, come on in, Come on in, Edson. My syllables come next up. My pronouns are he, they, and today we are doing two things. We are playing Reverse 999, and also we are playing Genshin Impact. But mostly we're playing Genshin Impact. Mostly we're playing Reverse 999. Oh, my brain. That is weird to think about. But yeah, let's go ahead and switch over the screen here. So just to start things off, I'm just gonna go ahead and knock out some things I need to do. Which is namely that I have to like do my dailies because I haven't done any of my dailies. Like, neither in Genshin nor in Reverse. Well, unless you count expeditions in Genshin, but like I don't really count that because I do that the moment I wake up. The moment before I wake up. The moment I wake up. The moment I wake up. Before I put on my
You
makeup.
found me.
Yeah, that's fun. Hello, Hershey. Welcome in, welcome in. It's been a while. How you doing, my friend? Where's the cam? Oh, sorry. Thank you for letting me know that there was no camera. Didn't even realize. Yeesh. Alrighty. Let me just set that to that. Alright. And then let's go ahead and have this on auto and do a bunch of things. Good eve. Good evening, Hershey. Good to see you. Let's see here. Oh, lagging out just a little bit. Whoop, that was what I wanted to do. Gonna lurk for now? Alright. Enjoy your lurk, Hershey. Nice to see you again. Enjoy the shadows. Alright, I need to get close enough with Mulani to do some damage here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm not doing much damage to Mulani because I think the Boreal might be like a little bit resistant to Hydro. I don't need to shower these my siblings. Ah, I see, I see. Hey, do what you gotta do. Do, do. Whoop. Ah, dang it. Ran out right then and there.
You are very still. Are you in low power mode?
Indeed I am, Lucy. Indeed
But
I
your
am.
battery is still decreasing. Are you sure this is an effective method?
I suppose I could stick myself to a charging port, but that would require that I'm not, you know, moving. And we gotta keep moving, otherwise we just cease. Oh, dang it. I was hoping that wouldn't happen, actually. Okay, I guess we're waiting for it. Okay, so for the first here, I need to do a bunch of stuff. So I need to use my activity in reverse. So I can get to doing more stuff here. And in Genshin, I just want to fight this wolf boss. So I can use my resin and also get the weekly boss out of the way. Because then I only have two. Which I think is the Aishitaha and the other boss I have trouble with, Raiden Shogun. Not because they're either of them are like particularly strong. They just have a lot of invincibility frames that, you know, is a bit tough to deal with. There we go. Whoop. The cooldown on Kenichi's skills is so long, but like, I guess it makes sense if you're supposed to be using him as main DPS rather than sub DPS I keep trying to use him as. Unclear. Yeah, I think it's definitely like the case that Boreal Wolf here is like resistant to Hydro elements. I'm doing a lot less damage than I usually do with Molani. And even with Kokumi, I'm seeing a difference here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so for you, Lucy, I have already built you to maximum, as I have built Sooth Fairy to maximum, at least for now. Um, so I think for my activity,
Your visits are always unexpected.
seeing as I
I
already have the
appreciate
pocket
that.
watch I need for
Your
you,
knocking is more up.
I am going to spend my activity on gluttony. Let's go with the artificial somnambulism. Hi, Koala. Welcome in. T. T and then Dimwy Tappy. I guess you were trying to do like three Dimwy Taps at the same time. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Shout out to Damon Koala. Future Genshin and art streamer, you should definitely go check out. And current artist for our stream. Oop, I think I did that wrong. There we go. Nailed it. Okay. Yeah, future artist for our streams here. So you can go ahead and check out the Kofi page through the link um, in the pinned message. Yeah, let me just go ahead and pin that message for a bit. Uh, that reminds me, I should post that message on YouTube so that people know how to support you guys. It ain't much, but there are viewers on YouTube. They're just very quiet for the most part. And that and that. Okay, perfect. Koala just woke up. Oh, good morning, Koala. It's like 3 in the morning for you or something? Oop, an error in chat. What? But why? Okay, hang on. Did that work? Oh yes, it did work. Okay. I just didn't like have the thing set up. There we go. Now that's pinned on top of YouTube. Hello, YouTube. As you can see, this is my friendship building team. The three new Natlan characters as well as Kokomi. Sadly, no Kazuha, but hey, there's always next time. There's always next time. Alright, resource, Numa analysis. We're gonna go ×4, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use all of my activity over here in the Numa analysis. At least until such time that the, what do you call this? Makanya rolls around and I have something to spend again on, or if after today it turns out that the, what do you call this? The the completion of whatever I aim to do, mains bulletin, 3 doors, or the roguelike. I think only mains bulletin and roguelike are open right now. I'll be able to like level up Lucy more, but we'll see. It's 2 p.m., but is it 6 p.m.? Oh, sorry. I got the time zone mixed up. Yeah, so 2 p.m. for you. Like 2:30 in the afternoon. Ah, okay, okay. Now I understand. So you got about 8 hours of sleep. That's pretty good. Insomnia hit hard again, huh? Yeah. I am thankful that I don't really suffer insomnia. Um, Rather, the only times that I stay awake for too long is because of like reading manga or watching anime, and the completionist my brain goes like, "Well, you gotta finish everything before you can sleep," and then the sun is up. At least when I sleep at night, most of the time I'm sleeping in whatever time zone suits me. Speaking of time zones, to those who aren't aware, this stream wasn't supposed to happen today. Uh, I wasn't planning on streaming today at all, but I figured that I would, um, because things are happening. Yeah. So, I haven't made any announcement on Discord yet because I wasn't really sure of the details. Uh, but now that I am more or less sure of the details, I can go ahead and share it with folks. Not that I like mind sharing with folks. I'm a social media influencer. I'm gonna overshare. You're the same when you're reading? Nice, nice. It's not a good thing necessarily to like stay up way past your bedtime to enjoy things, but also it's good for the soul, just to like indulge in your passions every now and again. And better if it's on the weekend and not on a day when you're supposed to work the next day. Boy, have I made that mistake a few times. And thankfully, I muddled by because I have some level of like um, talent in English that sometimes whenever I'd be like half asleep talking, because I speak English fluently, and my students don't necessarily speak English fluently, they'll be like, "What did Sir Decaf just say? Something about fish stealing money?" And I'd just be like, "Oh no, I was just being too fast. Let me slow down and repeat what I said." So I was saying that you have to think about it soundly, and just like give the gab, take back what I said. Half asleep. I mean, of course, there are times where I own up to it, and like go straight like, "Sorry guys, I was half asleep. I have no idea what I just said, or I'm not quite feeling well today because I was reading manga all night." But no, I don't get insomnia for the reasons of what I just mentioned, but also because my medications like put me to sleep anyway. The side effect of my specific ADHD medication is that it is supposed to, yes, help me focus, but it's also a sedative to like help me balance my mood swings. Um, so like it does, like I take it before I go to sleep, and before I took it like a half tablet in the morning, half tablet at night. But I was so drowsy the day that I just asked the doctor if I could take it once per night, and then I did that, and now anytime I take my medicine, it's just like out like a light, essentially. But I am uh gonna have to like choose a day when I don't take my meds because of the things that are happening right now. So real quick before we get to you know story time, just gonna go ahead and read this. The further we've gone, the more I've realized how vast and lovely this world is. Our adventure continues, and new horizons await our exploration. That must be a sword, cast an animation, and a an area. Okay, so essentially just saying, bring traveler. Oh, this isn't Natlan. That's Stormbearer Point. Interesting. Okay, so getting into the story a bit. Um, I am. I'm not getting a promotion per se, nor am I getting fired. Um, but I am technically changing job. So I work for a call center as a trainer, which is essentially just a teacher. I like to think of it as teacher more because like trainer just sounds like I'm doing physical therapy. I much prefer the term teacher, but I know that that requires like certain level of prestige. So I'll take whichever. Um, and for a while now, I haven't been able to teach a class up until last month because the account was facing some like rocky news. So I can't tell you what my account I work with is, though the mods in my channel know. Um, but yeah, for that reason, I couldn't teach any classes for like 7 months. And then I had a class last month, and I was able to train and teach that batch, and that's all good. Uh, so now that things are settling down again, and my account is like expanding and growing, they were like, "Hey, you know what? We are actually expanding and growing, so we want to set up a new sub account, a new like line of business, as it were, within the same account, and we want to take your boss and like half your team and put you over there." So I'm part of half the team that got chosen to start up this new like line of business. So everyone else is still staying in the main account, um, and doing like business as usual. And my boss and four other of my colleagues are going to be teaching and training a new batch for this new line of business, within the same account, same client, and also getting a slight raise. So it's technically a semi promotion, because I am getting a raise, but it's the same job title, and I am essentially starting from uh, basically scratch. No, no, not like half scratch because it's the same account. Um, but because I'm being moved to this other line of business, I will be busy next week when I had planned to take my long vacation. They were telling me to be like, "Hey, go take your vacation because you haven't taken a vacation in 2.5 months." So I was like, "Oh heck yeah, I'll take a 5 day vacation, um, and I'll do a bunch of stuff for Spooktober and play collaboration games with my friends, which is still happening, by the way. That's still happening. That won't be affected. But I was hoping I'd have more sleep around those collaborations. But uh, because I'm heading this new like line of business within the same account, um, then I have to like get busy. So I'm gonna be busy. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, slight pay raise, semi promotion, same title, um, but all in all, like relatively good news. It just means that I'm gonna be busy, and it also means that I am going to um, actually be entering a new schedule. So up to this point, I have been streaming, thankfully, in more or less the same schedule. So I've been streaming at um, 9 at night up to 11 at night, right? Sometimes to midnight. But I want to ask you guys, Luisa and Koala, especially because you two are my regulars. Like, so I'm going to be moved next week to a what do you call this? A 3 p.m. to 12 midnight schedule. Oh shoot! I think that actually might affect my collaborations. Hang on. That might actually affect my collaboration. I think about it. 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. Hang on. Wait a second. Wait a second. That might actually affect things, and it might specifically affect our collaboration, Koala. Let me double check. Let me double check. Because I only got my schedule details today, like literally today, this morning. Oh, okay. Boomin is fine, because that's midnight. Uh, game show. Game shows on Saturday, so it's also fine. Okay, it's all good. All good. All good. Um, well, actually, technically, Boomin will not be super
All right,
great,
we're gonna
because technically speaking,
watch
like
this fail together.
my work is supposed to end at noon. Um,
All right, here we go.
so I guess I just gotta hoof it to try to make the collab. Um, I'll be like 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes late. But no, that's Boo, man. I've talked to Hanabi about that. If Hanabi's okay with like pushing it back a wee bit, like a wee little bit. Um, but it is what it is. Okay, but collaborations are still happening. The Saturday one is gonna be
I'm
like
sorry, that was.
on time still. Thank you for shouting out Hanabi. Thank you. Yes, we'll also be doing collabs. Both those collabs are with Hanabi. Yes. So yeah. So my question is, to the two of you who are my current regulars, who like show up for the most of my streams, um, what do you think? Since I am going to be on a 3 to 12 midnight schedule, would you prefer that I stream um, in the? Hang on, I would need like an hour to get ready for work. So let's call it 11 a.m. my time, which is 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 11 a.m. my time, which is the morning for me, and 11 p.m. for Eastern Standard Time. Or should I keep doing what I'm doing and like stream after I get home from work, which will essentially be um, 2 in the morning for me and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If that makes sense. Time is weird, okay? I can actually do polls. I forget. I forget that's a thing I can do. You know what? Maybe I should just leave it for Discord. Anytime works for you, Luisa. Even if you're busy, you'd be in the background lurking. Okay. Yeah. So 7 p.m. your time. Yeah, if I stream at 2 in the morning. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So Koala's okay if I stream after work. Are you awake, Luisa, at 2 o'clock in the morning? I know you're also Filipino. So like that is when your friend is awake, right? Um so maybe we'd be able to do like the turtle fight with your friend. Thanks, Lodi. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Koala. Yes, you are awake at 7 a.m. every day. No, 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 no. 2 a.m. every day. Not every day. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. 2 in the morning, not 7 in the morning. That's a whole different time. Yes, yes, yes. So the options are 2 a.m. or before I leave for work, which is like um I literally just said it and I forgot the thing I just said. Um oh well, if you're awake at 7 a.m., then 11 a.m. for me would be counting backwards from 10, 4 in the morning for Koala. So Koala probably won't make any of those streams. Time is an illusion that helps things make sense. So we're always living in the present tense. It seems unforgiving when a good thing ends. But you and I will always be back then. You're awake sometimes at 2 a.m.? Yeah. Okay, so I'm really thinking about it, and I will strongly consider like one or the other. Though right now, I think I'm leaning more towards I think I'm leaning more towards streaming after work. Um, if it's 3 to 4 a.m. start, I'll catch an hour or two of stream. I mean, you don't have to, Koala. It's more just like a matter of convenience for you more than it is for me. Um, I do want to see you sometimes in streams. I'm gonna say definitely not awake at 2 a.m. because you'll be in class at 5 a.m. Yeah, 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 no worries, no worries. If you got things to do, don't make me like the reason you wreck your sleep schedule or whatever. Come on, Regan. Come on, come on. She was on her way in. Then she saw something. All right. It's like, hmm. Yeah, the doggy was here. I mean, Anson's over here, but he's under the bed, so I can't reach him. It is midday for me, right? Which is about yeah, around the time that after like an hour after my stream starts, it's midday. No puppy hugs. Yeah, Reagan got attacked by something. Probably saw something in the wind. It must have been the wind. Also, I got the return of rewards for my sub account, which is pretty cool. Look at all these roles for Shilonen or Mavuika. I believe Shilonen is the one that's going to be up next, and then Mavuika after. Um, and like 5.3 or whatever. Um, so yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards like I'll be streaming after my shift at work. Um, and this is only just for next week because who knows what schedule I'm gonna get the week after? Because and it's very exciting. Um, After they transfer me and all of my colleagues over to the new line of business, they want us to like start training and teaching this new class already, all at the same time. So all five of us are going to be teaching all at the same time, um, which means that like two of us will be in the morning shift and three of us will be in the night shift. Um, so it could be that I'll like work, yes, from 3 to 12, you know, this week, but then the week after I might be pushed into the night shift. And if that happens, then definitely I'm going to be streaming in the morning. What time is after work for me? It's after, well, in Filipino time, it's after midnight. I would be streaming like, um, I would essentially be streaming at like 2 in the morning because I always try to give myself like 2 hours after my shift ends to like get home, drink water, rest, and then yeah. So I think for next week, I really am leaning towards more 2 a.m. would be the start, which would be again 7 p.m. for Koala. Um, if my math checks out, I think my math checks out. Yeah, yeah, 7 p.m. For Koala. So that's all good there. The other option is if I stream at 10 or 11 in the morning for me, which would be like uh 2 or 3 in the morning for Koala. So, I think it really depends on what do you call this? On my own sensitivities. We shall see. Dang time. But my schedule will always like stabilize at some point. As a trainer, my schedule is like shifting because I work in a call center industry. But as a trainer, it does stabilize somewhat. So at least I'm not changing like every week. Um, there are like month or 2 months after things stabilize that I get to stay in one place. Look after myself first. Okay, I will think about that and like how to best take care of my health. Thank you, Koala. That's a good idea. So, long story short, I got a semi promotion. I'm getting a slight raise, and I'm going to be learning a new sub account within the same account. Um, so I'm gonna get very busy, so I won't have as much time to like edit videos for YouTube necessarily. Um, Either I'll be joining stream whenever. Yeah, whenever you're free. No pressure, Lavisa. And also, in the immediate, result of that, um, and trying to make decisions based on anticipating the plans that are happening, I decided that I would stream today, even though I didn't have one scheduled today. If you guys don't know this about me at this point, I am neurodivergent. So the way my ADHD manifests is that um, I'm able to temper it best when I am able to like set a plan in advance and then kind of like checklist style check things off. Do smaller things and do big thing, and then do more smaller things and then do big thing. Because if I keep doing too many small things or too many big things all at once, my ADHD kicks in and I procrastinate like heavily, and then nothing gets done. So for me, streaming is a small thing, and then work is a big thing. Uh, so I do a bunch of small stream things, so I can do more big work things. And then in between those things, I do more small things like watch anime, read books, read manga, listen to podcasts, listen to music, practice my voice acting, practice my piano playing, um, eat good food, stress eat good food. I live a very busy and what do you call this? Very
You're
fulfilling life,
very still. Are you in low power mode? Hmm. But your battery is still
and all while
increasing.
getting 6 to 8 hours of
Are you
sleep.
sure this is an effective method?
You're missing how I handle my time. It comes from uh, going to therapy and taking medication, and also just like again how my ADHD manifests. I mean, definitely I have those impulses too. Like ADHD definitely has given me poor impulse control. Uh, for sure, for sure. I mean, I play two gacha games at once, for Pete's sake. I cannot say that I have like good impulse control, but I have it better than most because I am able to like I have figured out my system, as it were. The problem happens whenever my system is disrupted. So when my system is disrupted, I tend to like get that mood swing of getting really upset or shutting down, where I don't go do anything. Like I physically freeze because I can't uh, process like what I'm supposed to do next. Analysis paralysis, as it's called. Your coffee just arrived. Also got myself a cheeky 5 cheese toasty. Nice, nice, nice. Your parents don't believe in therapy. Well, if your parents don't believe in therapy, you can still like get counseling. So having a friend to talk to, or just like having like people who will listen to you. It's not a replacement for therapy, but it is a good like way to like work with it. Have a support system, as it were. My support system is my work team and Hanabi, Koala, and hanging out on MJ streams, and also my family, of course. Though my family less so because uh, we don't agree on a lot of like things. Yeah, hugs. You gotta put the S in it, Koala. I'm kind of afraid of opening some friends because they have their own problems too. They want to burden them. So the funny thing is, something I figured out very quickly, that is gonna sound very hypocritical because I don't always like practice what I preach here, is that it's always better to share the load than it is to like carry everything by yourself. Um, a mistake I've made countless times, and I keep trying to like be better at, is that I keep things to myself too much. So like the lack of an outlet just means it builds up. So you gotta talk to someone. Um, and your friends aren't as fragile as you would think. Um, for as much as it is nice to have like a friend who will be there for you no matter what and will like be willing to hear you out, you have to remember that like it is a give and take relationship. So like um if you decide that you want to confide in a confidant, just be ready to do the same, right? Um, so you're not being a burden so much as you're helping each other like lighten the load. And if you know anything about physics, um, a tripod is always going to be more effective in supporting um, pounds per square inch or uh, grams per meter square than a single stand. And even if the like overall weight is like heavier on those points, it is still like going to like uh going to make it easier to not break the surface tension of whatever you're standing on. Sorry, I start speaking science talk, but like that's the analogy I can make. It's how like snowshoes work, right? Um, you're still standing on snow, but when you're wearing snowshoes, those little like badminton brackets, it distributes the weight evenly. And even though it doesn't feel even, yeah, there will be times it won't be even when you like vent to your friends and your friends vent to you. Um, it does balance out. You just have to like you just have to like keep doing it so your friends and you can like figure out that balance. And Luisa, I am offering this to you. Um, I am someone who has a lot of free time. If you want to talk, if you want to vent, like I do have a Discord. Feel free to vent there. I don't mind. Um, if you want to like talk to anyone and like you don't want to be a burden, I can be a third party. I will fully just like take it on, but like I don't have to. Uh, what do you call this? Shoot back, I guess. You should do artisan outlet. Yeah, there you go. Passions work too. First thing a friend has to me, even if all I can do is listen, I really enjoy helping decide my own issues. I also use artist therapy. Yeah, Nicole does that for sure, for sure. I think the fear roots from the fact that me and my friends have history with another friend who happened to open up, but they got stopped because, yeah, some of them can't carry those. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough when, like, um, it becomes less venting and more trauma dumping. So there does have to be like a boundary, but until you like talk it out, you can't figure out where that boundary is. So I mean, I've been there. It was hard to hit that boundary, but like when I hit that boundary with my friends, like when we found that place where we get uncomfortable, we know not to go there. Uh, and we know like if we want to interact with that like level, there is like a proper channel for it. And there's time and place for it. It's just like we can't interact with it because it bumps everyone out. Um, that's just what it is. Hello, GC Nation is raiding in. I don't hear my sound alert. What? Why isn't my sound alert playing? Gosh dang it. Oh, there it is. It was just very delayed.
GSC Nation raided your channel with 15 viewers.
Okay. MJ, hello. Hello, dropping everyone off at the obvious place. Is this the obvious place? I feel like there should have been another reverse streamer. Surely there must be like at least 3. Oh ho! There are 7 other reverse streamers. Ah, MJ. You could have rated 7 other people. Don't worry, I will rate one of them in your place later. We are currently playing Genshin and Reverse. I switched to Genshin for a little bit just to answer the survey and to do the photo taking event, but I'll go back to Reverse here in a minute. Um, we just had a little bit of a tangent talking about mental wellness and venting to our friends. So I got a little bit distracted. But welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. Hello, Eclipse, Eli, Sunny, Dot Pixel. Always good to see you. Always good to see you. Thank you for shouting them out, Koala. I was a little bit flustered, and I kind of forgot. Tangent. What's that?
Is that so, Elijah?
I have never.
No,
heard
I
this
just
name,
lied.
ever.
It's a full lie. I just
said that.
The way you
The way you caved so quickly.
Hello, everyone.
Because I
Sunny
didn't
says.
want to lie to you.
I definitely didn't spend like an hour talking about matters.
But you
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
stream it.
For sure,
It
for
sounded
sure.
like you were
What's
going
that?
to believe
So-
me. I didn't want you to believe me.
Yeah, Eli. Many of the clips that I found trying to make this hussy clip were of you doing hussy things as well. Which is why I added to that group chat. The London Genshin concert got delayed till March. Oh no! That's so far away, Koala. That sucks. That sucks. Folks, if you aren't already, please go ahead and follow the wonderful GSC Nation. GSC Nation is a fellow reverse 1999 streamer and mobile gacha player. Plays Wuwa, plays Genshin, plays Reverse, and plays Honkai Star Rail. 4 gacha games at the same time. At one point, they did try ZZZ, but it wasn't their thing, which totally get. But yeah, if you want to see like a fun cat VTuber, go check out GSC Nation stream, and also check out Dot Pixel Monarch. Oh, you didn't try ZZZ. Never mind. I guess I just misheard that then. Apologies for the misinformation. Dot Pixel Monarch is also a regular Reverse 999 streamer. We are slowly but surely making a community of full-time reverse streamers.
Do you see that?
I got to know quite a few at this point.
I'm
Alex
talking
Lack,
like it's
Jukazin, Oni VT, Enkai
Right.
Dolan, and like mostly through raids. But like I'm trying my best to keep on like raiding them and then encouraging them to keep
Okay,
playing more
let's-
reverse because there needs to be more of us playing
Let me
reverse.
restart it.
It can't just be it can't just be MJ, Dot Pixel, and I playing it all the time on Twitch.
Okay.
More people need to see
Let's
this
go
wonderful
now.
game. Me? I never talk in stream. Ah, yes, Eli. Pulling a me. Yes, we need more Re99 streamers for sure, for sure. Okay, I was doing something. Yes, I know what I was doing. I was doing my dailies in reverse. Doing my dailies in reverse. In reverse 999. Reverse Re99. Yeah, let me just shorten it because it's always a
Are you
mouthful.
trying to take off this face? What a pity.
Interesting thing I found out about Lucy is that when you accidentally trigger her mask removal dialogue, it stops you from interacting with her further.
Some have suggested
So if you wanted to
that I
like
should
interact
spend
with her
my
5 times, you gotta
time with
avoid
humans.
the face
So
and the
I have
hand.
prepared several
But it still
options.
happens sometimes anyway.
People seem to like this one the most.
Whoa!
I
Did
like
you
both
see
forms
that?
though.
Where did it strike?
Also, small thing. Her mask
You
has a
choose.
line on it
I see.
in her
I always prefer the
this
tones
in
that
her this
paint
form
on
here,
your face.
but her I2
Am I
outfit,
wrong?
it actually has no line on it, which I find interesting.
Allow me.
I do wonder if it's because her mask is made of like wax or some other like breakable material. So yeah, please go ahead and follow .pixel Monarch as well as GSC Nation if you haven't already. MJ, I know that you are tired, so if you would like to take a rest, please do so. Feel free to lurk, the two of you, and enjoy the chill time.
Ever tried chasing waves?
In reverse
upward?
today, I'm planning
You wanna
to
try?
try out
Well,
the roguelike
come on, no time like
after I
the
do the main
present.
bulletin. I'm sad, but at least they didn't just cancel it. They said it's because some of the performers weren't able to make it. Plus, the initial venue wasn't suitable enough for the stage show setup. Ah, or maybe Koala, the real reason the performers couldn't make it is because someone was trying to spoil the story that was coming up. So they said, "Well, you know too much about Natlan. We're gonna keep you in this cave until March, when all the Natlan Archon quest is over." Think about it though. Think about it. I'm just gonna get some food, stretch my feet, get food for the cat, and chill for a bit before starting fighting for the day. I'll lurk and listen here while I chill. All right. Enjoy the lurk, MJ. Oh, were you able to finish all of Lucy's side story? Was it as wonderful as you had hoped? I'm sorry if I overhyped it, but it is really good. You did? Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, it was so lovely, right? I love the painting at the end. Everyone in my stream already knows what it is because they were here for it when I played for myself. So no one's being spoiled here. Um, the fact that Jamina like made a painting for Lucy, and like um, Joanna didn't like put two and two together that it was Lucy who helped Jamina all those hundreds of years ago. I can only hope it means we get some Nat music for sure, Koala, for sure. You gotta believe the fact that like um, Lucy doesn't get a lot of things about being human, but Lucy loves humanity and loves the way that humanity innovates and evolves, and very clearly wants to be there for all of it. Which I think is why Lucy is so motivated to solve the storm, because Lucy is so interested in where civilization is going to go next. Um, Based on like how Lucy is so invested in like finishing projects and seeing things through to like fulfill the dream in that particular side story of flight. But I think the bigger dream of like humanity to see uh, where we can go. This is a wonderful, like really well written story. I'm so glad you got to experience and finish it. I loved it a lot. We talked about immortality and how it could be like Lucy's experience, which is the kind of immortality I wish I could have. Right. What is immortality? Is it if we can't live forever, how do we leave something behind that will always be remembered, that will always tie back to us? And that just ties back to legacy. So even though Jamina obviously couldn't survive for as long as Lucy could, um, Jamina's invention, her first prototype of wings, will always be remembered as those first steps. And Victor, he gave up. He gave up right before the turn of the the turn of the coal engine would be overturned by electricity. Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison like inventing alternating and direct current, right? Um, but even though he gave up, he still, in his own way, contributed to that dream. He went into the olive oil business and made a fortune, and that fortune was inherited by Joanna, who found his plans that he still made even in his like given up state, um, and all the money that he left her to continue the dream that started with Joanna's father, that continued with Joanna, that could probably connect with her children, to Victor, and to all the children in that school, and to Lilia. Lilia's broom is a direct result of Lucy pushing this family, pushing this wonderful invention all the way to its fruition in the universe of Reverse 99. I'm so happy that they were able to like come that like translate that story across. All the music is Gucci and Natlin is very very juicy. Anyways, may I ask, what are your faves BGM OST in Genshin? Oh yes, in Koala, yeah. Is this how we get to the Jesus topic? Louisa, I could not tell you anymore how we got to the Jesus topic. But it comes up. It's like all topics of conversation lead to politics and religion. I think that's just what happens. I think that's the phrase, right? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this event so I can get back to reverse and like experience more of the wonderful story and show you guys more of that. Uh, it was so funny because I was eating dinner, then bam, Jesus. For sure, for sure. Oh, oops, that's the wrong thing. Okay, for reverse here, I'm gonna go ahead and leave them doing more of the resource. Yes, I will get more Noom analysis. So I can get Gluttony for Lucy's Psyche. And then I'm gonna voice act Paimon at the same time. Alright, let me just go ahead and use a little bit of candy. Just a little bit. Use it or lose it, that's my philosophy. Alright, here we go. Oh. Huh. Okay, there you go. So to those who don't know me, my name is Dika Vidya. I'm a video game streamer who primarily plays RPG games. I am also a hobby voice actor and singer, so you'll hear me do one or both of those things during the stream. My pronouns are he, they.
Over here, traveler! Over here! And today, I'm voice acting, right now. Remember this place? It's where our journey began. We've been to so many places since then. Time really flies, huh? Just thinking about it makes Paimon kind of emotional. Ooh, she can write a poem right now.
Please, go right ahead, oh great bard Paimon.
Ah, Vastavat!
Hello, hello. Okay, that's weird.
How far have you traveled, yet not seen your full breath?
Remain silent.
Huh. And the thought's gone.
Do you mean to reflect on how tough this journey's been?
That's right. Huh? You sure know Paimon well. But seriously, it's easy to forget where we started after all this traveling. For example, Paimon can't quite remember what sweet McDonald's tastes like nowadays. And that was one of her favorite dishes, too. That's why Paimon thought this album in the first place. To take pictures of the place we've been and the people we've met. The end is close as you get back to where we started. That happens pretty often in light novels and films, doesn't it? That's why I take a picture here. Not to feel all sad and stuff, but because we hope to always remember the road we've taken. All the birds tread the roads ahead.
Have you been eavesdropping on my conversation with Kazuha?
Come on! You're trying to get an atmosphere here. And now it's all gone.
Don't worry. I understand what you mean. What about you, Decaf? What's your favorite OST, BGM, and Genshin? I am very partial to Kolei's theme. It's also like very fun for me to request that in New Baroque. New Baroque is a violin streamer, and sometimes New Baroque opens up the live learns. So I always request Kolei's theme from New Baroque because he's a wonderful violin streamer. If you don't know who New Baroque is, sorry, I know he's not here, but I'm gonna shout him out anyway. You guys should check out New Baroque. He's really really good. Also, Clee's theme, obviously. And, what's that song?
In the key of tuna.
Yes,
You
more.
can't
Yes,
tuna
Louisa.
fish.
If you mentioned you like
That's the
violin, so
punchline to a joke.
violin streamer, go check him out.
Oh no.
That's weird. My shadow was a little bit small there. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Yeah. But he streams in the mornings. Usually before I leave for work. But my style is changing. Uh, my other favorite is the one that goes. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da, da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. I forgot the name of that song, but it plays a lot in my Serenity Pot. Let's just say that. And of course, Wanderer's boss battle theme. Even though I can't understand a lick of what he's saying. And I guess one other one that comes to mind is Farina's theme that plays in Fontaine by the Fountain of the Scene. And maybe the one that also plays right next to the Icewind Suite. Not the Icewind Suite, not the Icewind Suite music. The one that plays like in the overworld. That sounds very similar to Swan Lake. And I can't sing it right now because I think I'm just gonna end up singing Swan Lake. He posted the music in the Discord, Decaf. Thank you, thank you. Let me check it out real quick. All right, which Discord did you post it to? Song suggestions. Oh, funny. In Discord, I'm not logged in, so it doesn't really count me as like being on premium. But I fully have premium.
Lines and acne marks in just 7 nights. See it for yourself, Olay.
Oh, this one. Yeah, I've heard it sometimes whenever Hanabi would play Wuthering Waves. Neverlet's theme. Yeah, that's pretty good too. Not one of my top favorites, but definitely a fun one to listen to. Okay, so sorry. I really do have to finish this event and get more to reverse. We'll forge ahead.
Huh? Sure, as long as you get it. Alright, your mom for this picture is going to be the fast #1 guide. So, what pose should I have to go for?
Let's try a natural pose first.
Yep, how's this?
Casual posture? Nah. Fun pose.
Alright then.
Nah, I'm gonna go with natural pose. It's very demure, giving very mindful. Perfect. Say cheese.
Fireman's ready.
Let's point the camera here. And I would like to switch to the traveler, please. Man, I can't wait until we get Pyro Traveler. My friendship team's really suffering without him, you know? Alright. Characters and idle animation. Got it. The truth of this world. Nope. That's not it. Let's try it again. I still can't believe they actually locked a new element behind a later update. There we go. That was what I was waiting for. Okay. View image. Save that. Ooh. Most of these backshots don't look as good, but this one is not bad. And last one. Heck yeah! There we go. Okay, I really like this picture. I'm saving all of those. Will I ever use them? Maybe for a thumbnail sometime. Okay, that's really all I wanted to do. Because my resin is like, 100 away, so it won't fill up right away there. And really, even though we are playing both reverse and Genshin at the same time here, reverse is going to be my focus for this stream. That's already an hour in. Let me just move things over. There we go. Because in Genshin, what I'm planning to do here, just go ahead and do that. What I'm planning to do in Genshin is very simple. For Genshin, I'm doing TCG stuff. I'm already done with the Forge Realm Temper, and I'm already done with the, what do you call this? The weekly TCG games. So I still have a bunch of other card games in TCG to fight, not to mention Natlan. So I think I'm going to go ahead and finally do my serious showdowns. That shouldn't require too much brain power for me, I don't think. Claim all of these. But yeah, going back to what I was saying earlier before the raid happened. Because of my semi-promotion, my schedule is going to be changing again. And I will have to, adjust accordingly. I'm going to be a bit late to Hanabi's Boomin, unfortunately. But at least Saturday stream still happening. If nothing else. And also, my vacation was cancelled, but it does mean that, I'm busy again. I got to teach people again. I love teaching people. I can't lie about that. I think I just love talking and knowing that the things I say affect people. I think that's really all it is. Let's see. Alright, here's sorted out over here. So, mains bulletin. Let me go ahead and switch Genshin and reverse. So now that reverse is on the main screen, and Genshin is on the side screen. Oh,
Some
hang
have
on.
suggested that I should spend my vacation like a human.
Background sound on. There we go. Much better. Right, mains bulletin. That's what I was doing. Oh, no, that wasn't what I was gonna go for.
The
Hang on.
fastest way to learn is through imitation.
Baron songs. And no, not a series of Dusk. Mains bulletin. There it is. Sheesh. Okay. Investigate the bizarre events behind the rumors and stuff the clues in an airtight pocket. We offer gold and glory for the most groundbreaking news. So a non-real entity, only found oral records, was once thought to be a form of delusional phenomenon. The music was so beautiful. It seemed to have been gifted by the muse herself. Even after the performance, audience members claimed that they could still hear it echoing in their ears. It is always good to have a spark of great inspiration, don't you think? Back from the music? Hope you enjoyed it, Louisa. It did sound cool, didn't it? Alright. So I'm gonna have to mess up one of my teams. Temporarily. And my Lucy team's already pretty messed up. So, it might as well be the Lucy team. Ezra.
Preparation completed.
Not the best that Ezra isn't at level 10, but not that bad either. Okay, and should I bring 6 or shall I bring in Spirit of Latos? So yeah, let's bring 6.
Are you seeking my service?
6 will be here to boost Lucy. Koala's glad you enjoyed it. That's just another eargasm from representing time with the music. Indeed, this is part of Isolde's whole thing. So like all the music in Isolde's chapter was so good. Okay, yes, I will do Unfinished Tune because I will do Unfinished Tune because I will add skills to Lucy, and condense Lucy specifically. I feel like Lucy will be the one to benefit the most from this. On the other hand, I could bring 37 instead of 6. Hang on, let me read about this. An artist has been given too much recognition based on competition with their ability. That's Isolde in a nutshell. When entering battle, mark the leftmost character as special guest, and grant 10 stacks of heightened standards. Oh, right! Okay, so I shouldn't bring 37 because only one of them will really do damage. That's right. Gain damage taken minus 30% against enemies without the special guest status. Get boosted stats when attacking the boss. Start the round, gain one of own precast incantations. When holding 5 or more stacks, the special guest has a stat boost when attacking the boss. When holding 9 or more stacks, cannot act. This buff stacks up to 10 times, and the act cannot affect, and the cannot act effect ignores immunity. Whenever an ally takes lethal damage, spell 2 stacks. Whenever the special guest is targeted by a heal or a buff incantation, dispel 1 stack of heightened standards. If the incantation is a target incantation, dispel an additional 1. Okay, good. So yeah, they're saying like you could bring Vila. At the end of the round, deal 100% melted damage to all enemies, and an additional user attack times 100% GS damage to enemies in the special guest status. If attacked by the special guest for the round, this attack also inflicts 4 stacks of heightened standards on that target. Okay, so I gotta keep it below 10 but above 5. Oh wait, hang on. Oh no, just have. Just have it. Just be the special guest. Are we doing Gashika dailies? Haven't done those yet. Alright, enjoy those dailies, Louisa. I guess I'll find out.
My duty lies with
I was gonna do auto, but I think I probably shouldn't now that I'm like reading all the descriptions. Each action. Okay, so they really want one person to act the most. Okay. And all stats up. Cool. Okay, so there it is. Lucy is already unable to act.
Loaded.
So let's buff. And then let's
the
buff
moment of
again.
utterance.
I don't know if they'll get rid of the days status. So I think I'm just gonna focus on debuffing the boss for now.
The moment of
It is
silence.
here. I will help you.
We walk in
I mean, obviously I'm gonna do really well because like it's the first
learn
difficulty.
from silence.
But I want to see some things. Okay, so the buff did dispel the day status there. That, or it was just enough to like get rid of the stacks to get on frozen. So I could do an incantation either after I buff or after the days is gone. Yeah, sorry Ezra, I'm good on that. I will instead give more skills to Lucy here. I want to try to build more Moxie, you see. Alright, here we go.
Loading. Charging. Loading. Eliminate target.
So my highness standards won't go away, I
The
don't
light
think.
that illuminates all.
Oh no, they did. Okay. Alright. Good. But taking actions for yourself also removes it. Good to know, good to know. The patient insisted that it was his duty to record that melody. 3 hours later, he suddenly jumped off the gurney and finally tried to damage his own eardrums. Think before you act. Okay, so same thing there. I have a distinct feeling that because of Lucy, I might get to triple S even on auto. But I'm gonna see where this goes first, just to be safe.
It's an honor to meet you.
Ooh, lucky break. A card I don't necessarily need. Fodder for the unfinished tune. Alright, now let's buff.
The moment of silence.
So that will get us below 8. Actually. No, that's fine, that's fine. I guess below 8, and then Lucy can act. So I can either do a bunch of Lucy skills, or I can debuff the enemy here. So let me try to confirm if doing actions as Lucy, the guest, does reduce height and standard, this skull thing. Or if I'm just like digging myself an early grade.
We walk in long nights.
Target confirmed. Eliminate target.
Okay, yeah. The height and standard doesn't go
Aim
down.
and shoot.
It's still at 8. So I imagine that when I get hit with 4 stacks of height and standards, it's gonna daze her again.
Thunder attack. Shell damage.
Yep. Okay. So it's a balancing act of like buffing and debuffing. Got it. But more on the buffing side I think is needed. More buffing is needed. Nice. Let's convert these. That's for later. Let's buff.
Leave
And
it to
buff.
me.
And
The
debuff.
moment of utterance.
Please, take good care of yourself. In a second.
Benefit from reading.
We're gonna have advancement soon, but also I think that's gonna end soon as well. It's inevitable for us. Ah, okay. So yeah, it's just a balancing act. Alright, I can do that. There we go.
Circuits functioning
Pulse.
properly.
Actually, buff
The
Lucy
moment
first,
of silence.
then we
Circuits
off.
functioning properly.
One.
Charging.
I'll take it.
Allow me to double check the battery levels.
Until the torch is lit.
There you go, 6. There you go.
Child of science.
Alright, the other side here. I'm gonna go ahead and
Target confirmed.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Nice. Okay, I think I figured it out. So it's really just like play the balancing act. Make sure it doesn't get above 8. Avoid concert halls and other public spaces, and refrain from humming unfamiliar tunes. If you feel a sudden urge to act or perform, please notify the appropriate departments. Having a strong sense of purpose is nice. Wearing earplugs is even better. Frankly, that's quite horrifying. Here we go.
My duty lies with you.
Oh, I get it. Every time I attack with the main character, she does a heavier attack. So I should probably shield with Ezra if I'm gonna attack with Lucy. Huh. Okay. And if I'm not attacking with Lucy, then I don't need to buff the shield with Ezra. Fun.
The moment of utterance. The moment of silence.
Science rules. Butterfly and use the two.
Until the torch is lit. Learn from silence.
How we doing? How we doing? Okay, we're doing good. Burn this. Use this. Okay. I'm gonna attack Lucy this turn, for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and put the shield up. And then I'm gonna fire into its face.
Loading.
And again.
Charging.
And again.
Loading.
Please, take good care of yourself.
Aim and shoot.
You said it, Ezra. Please, folks, take care of yourself.
Target confirmed.
I'm gonna go ahead and hydrate as per Ezra's instructions.
The light that illuminates all.
Holy cow, Lucy's OP.
Attack.
Under attack. I'm taking cover. Please don't attack. Not chasing rubber. Thinking nothing's gonna stop it now. Should I want to? I'm not sure I would know how.
Circuits functioning properly. Charging. Loading. Charging.
Okay, I should do it.
I, Robot, Child of Science.
I think Lucy's gonna be dazed in the next round because I haven't dispelled any of her debuffs, nor have I buffed her. But let's see. Oh, we're not two. Okay. But there was something with that all that buffed Lucy.
Barrage.
And I counted.
Eliminate target. The light that illuminates all.
My mushrooms.
Single attack, please. Or the next phase. Holy cow. That was fast. Well, time flies near Hollywood.
Leave it to me.
Let's get rid of these item standards, shall we?
The moment of utterance.
Let's go mass attack first.
Loading.
Let's see attack.
Charging.
Even though I know the mass attack's gonna get the extra thing. Let's find out.
We walk in long nights.
Faraday's miracle.
Next phase.
Target confirmed.
Interesting. Yeah, the mass attack one uses more of the energy. That's fine. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's shield.
Circuits functioning properly.
There we go. On the one hand, I do want to buff Lucy. On the other hand, I request Carnage. Yes. There will be blood. Excellent, excellent.
Leave it to me.
Circuits functioning properly. Charging.
Please, take good care of yourself.
I, Robot, Child of Science. Aim and shoot.
Okay, came back. So now...
Stay balanced.
Yes! Okay! We weathered it. I totally knew we would. Definitely didn't doubt myself at any point in time there. No siree. Well, I need that, so... Go
The
ahead.
moment of silence.
Buff Lucy here.
I'm here, with everyone.
Indeed you are. No need for shield this turn. And doesn't seem to be doing this weird big thing yet.
The moment of utterance.
Actually, we already hit the 541,000? Jeez, that was fast. Sorry, I was not paying attention, I guess.
The moment of silence.
I'm here, with everyone.
Oh, don't attack with them. Right. That was my plan. I forgot the plan. Cusco, the plan.
I can use
It's all
it.
coming together.
The moment of utterance.
That works. Okay.
An amazing discovery.
Benefit from reading.
I didn't make much progress there. That's to be expected. Still have 4 turns, I think, before I do the ultimate. Also, I could use some healing. There we go. Okay.
Circuits
Ultimate.
functioning properly.
Time for
Ultimate.
tongues to speak of truth.
Oh, hang on. You know what? I think I will hold off again on using Lucy's skills here. Except for one. So I'll debuff this guy and then use the match.
Charging. I, Robot,
I get
Child
the
of
feeling it's gonna be
Science.
better if I save it.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be restored.
Power from the soil.
The light that illuminates all.
There we go. Even that little bit was already a lot. Oh, poor Ezra. You are doing your best. I need the shield. Okay. Time to face the consequences of my actions.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Loaded.
There we go. Okay.
Allow me
I had to like
double
figure
check
out the
battery
combination for that.
Wait a second.
My brain was overheating kind of thing.
Please cease resistance.
It turns out it's actually very simple.
Barrage.
Alright, fire, you die. There we go. Conservation of energy. Let's go. Let's go.
Shell. Damage.
Damage. Okay, okay. How about a little bit more? There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, I want to break free.
Circuits
Ultimates.
functioning properly.
Simple thing.
Allow me to double check the
And it's
battery
because
levels.
man.
Loading.
Oh, I should have had Ezra
Robot.
shield us.
Child of science.
Whoopsie daisy. Might have messed up there a little bit.
Aim and shoot. Faraday's miracle.
Oh. Faraday's miracle, is it?
Stay balanced.
Which means I switch over. My ult is available again, I think. Yep, there it is. Okay, okay, we want Ezra's shield, keep us alive. And I also want the ult. So I shall have my cake and eat it too.
Leave it to me.
Ezra,
Circuits functioning
ult.
properly.
Use those and then use it.
Loading.
Please, take good care of
Let's
yourself.
get to 1,000,000, shall we?
I, Robot. Child of science. Barrage.
Not bad, not bad.
Damage.
You know, surrender's a valid option. Okay. Ezra, you have almost no mushrooms. I'm gonna need you to make more mushrooms, please. Oh, phew. Alright,
I'm here.
Ezra.
With everyone.
Mass
Charging.
attack. Mass attack.
Loading.
Single attack.
Charging.
Please don't die, Ezra.
An amazing discovery.
Eliminate target. Faraday's miracle. Target confirmed.
There we go. We hit our 1,000,000. Over in Genshin. Just cleared that first serious showdown. So I think you'll have to do like serious practice after that or something.
What a tragedy.
What do we got? Oh, only 2 stacks. Okay, we're good.
It is here.
Let's do this. Let's take it a step further, actually. Let's do this.
The moment of silence.
And then... Oh, hang on. Stop.
I can hear
Do
it.
this. And then
Moments
this.
of utterance.
What a
Debuff.
tragedy.
And then
Circuits
Lucy.
functioning properly.
At this point, we're just having fun with it.
Until the torch is lit.
Victory lap. Fully. Fully, just fully. Also, Lucy just seems to be made to like destroy this thing. Even at P0, we're doing really well for ourselves.
I, Robot, Child of Science.
Nope, I didn't get to read. Oh. Hmm.
Leave it to me.
Got that.
The moment of
Leave
silence.
it there. And 2 punches straight to the nose. For good measure.
I will help you.
Learn from silence.
Barrage. Aim and shoot.
Can you start that again? I actually want Genshin to like
Attack.
move on to the next match. Press the button a little bit quickly, I think. There we go. Excellent, excellent. Okay. 1, 2. Alright, buff first. Actually, no, I don't need the buff. I don't need to heal, but like that's a whole other thing. If I don't have a shield, I'm gonna go all out.
Loading. Charging. Allow me to double check the battery levels. Eliminate target.
It's so weird to be at maximum advancement.
Faraday's miracle.
I'm just gonna go to 1, 2,
The
and then I'm
light
gonna
that
leave it auto.
illuminates all.
Let's see here. Ah, there we go. I can't use everything, but I really want to. So I'm gonna.
Circuits functioning. Loading. Charging. Loading. I, Robot, Child of Science.
This might be a mistake.
Target confirmed. Barrage. Eliminate target.
Hello! Hey, Rikuo! Welcome in! Welcome in! Good to see you, Rikuo. I am currently... Well, I was racking my brains about Reverse 99's main bulletin here, but as MJ has mentioned, it is extremely, ridiculously easy with Lucy here. So I guess I didn't have to like think too hard about it. But it is nice to know that my efforts did pay off. Folks, if you don't know who Riko Toshiro is, Riko Toshiro here is also someone who plays Reverse 999. And you can go check him out. Yeah. Lucy is so OP. Like, pretty much made for this fight. Also, even better if you have 6, because 6 does so many single target, like, buffs And Ezra helps keep the party alive. There you go. Click on the heart on top of the chat, folks, and follow Rico Toshiro. You haven't tried it yourself yet? Well, when you do, best of luck. I know you'll do great. Welcome. Alright, alright. I will hold off on attacking with Lucy for now. Yeah, I'll buff Lucy.
The moment of
Down to
utterance.
this ult.
Time for tongues to speak of truth.
And then I'm just having fun actually. I'm gonna go ahead and debuff Ezra
Loading.
twice, so we have
Leave
2
it to
healing
me.
mushrooms.
Until
Probably in
the
a bit.
torch
I
is
just woke
lit.
up. Hey, no rush to do anything. You
Scale of
you
your
don't gotta
soul has
do or you don't
tilted.
want to do,
The
Rico.
balance needs to be restored.
Unless you mean that you're gonna stream a little bit, in which case,
Power from
maybe
the
I'll read
sun.
onto yours if you're playing reverse. I was just telling MJ earlier, like, I'm happy that MJ rated me, but also right now we have 7 people playing reverse right now, which is pretty awesome. So I want to make sure that we like spread the love and like encourage more people to keep on playing reverse. Although, yeah, I think only 2 of them are English speakers, but still, that's like a lot of people. Oh wow, time flies. It's already been an hour and a half. Jeez, I've been having too much fun. Then again, I'm playing 2 games at once, so, you know, that is what it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Dang it, I don't see any shields. Also, I can't like save all my incantations, so I will save it. I think.
The
Let's
moment of
buff
silence.
Lucy. Debuff with Isolde. Debuff
moment
with
of
6. And then debuff with Isolde again. Is my Lucy P0? Indeed! Lucy is P0, though my Lucy is R14 at level 60. So, you know, she's not like the recommended, like level 50 R10.
Thunder, attack.
So I was saving for her for a while. Oh, that's not good. No worries, mine is also R15. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so yeah, you'll do just fine. You'll do just fine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do something weird. I just give it to Ezra. Actually, I don't really have to do anything. I've already hit 1,200,000. I'm just fully like, just like breezing through it at this point. What game am I playing below the reverse 999? Oh, it's Genshin. You remember this, Dixel? You've been to my streams. I play both at the same time. Yeah, I could just auto at this point. I'll do one more round as myself.
Loading.
Circuits functioning properly.
Alright.
In a second.
I, robot, child of
Focus on my
science.
TCG. No. My ADHD powers work in mysterious ways that don't require that I focus on any one thing. You stopped playing TCG a while ago? I mean, yeah, it's not super rewarding.
Attack.
Oh, there goes Lucy. Rest in peace, Lucy. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna leave it on auto now. I've already kind of won anyway.
I'm here. Leave it to me.
I was really only aiming for 1 million. I'm happy to get...
Discovery.
I was happily surprised to get 1,200,000.
Please, take good care of yourself.
The history of the world I see is who gets eaten and who gets to eat. We
legends,
won't
I can hear it.
discriminate great from small.
Soffocare
Oh, will
sangue. Soffocare sangue.
Oh, perfect.
Nobis violens.
Choose violence, his old says. Look, I go do stuff. Enjoy stream. You too, Rico. Thank you so much for stopping by.
I will help you.
With this.
Benefit from reading.
Watch out of power. Doesn't slow. Take a shield to stop it. Well, I don't really have to stop anything. I'm gonna let it do its thing.
Speak of truth. The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance.
Special guest is
needs to
dead,
be
so I
restored.
can't really do anything to it.
Please cease.
I wonder what would have happened if my Ezra was a little bit stronger. Just like R10. If he'd be able to like support a little bit better. But lesson learned. If I ever attempt this again, the shield should be happening at the same turn as the guest,
With everyone.
not before, or not immediately after either.
An amazing discovery.
That's what I didn't take into account.
Tu peux la jeter maintenant, la charme d'opéra.
Dang, they held on for a long time. Holy cow. And there we go, triple S. Now, the question becomes, what do I spend on? The damage? It is very high, indeed. Indeed, Dixel, it's very high. Actually, no, I wasn't doing much damage, like, on auto. Lucy was doing most of the damage, really. And once Lucy was gone, that was kind of it. Okay, that's the maximum reward we can get. I mean, I could go back and do this again, but not today. And not on stream, I don't think. I'll just play that for fun. By myself, as it were. Oop, not that. I want to go to the main Bullettin shop. Let's see. Main's Trust. Here we go. Aha! That's the thing I needed. This is for Lucy. Oh, yes. So, something that people should know. Though the stuff in flash sale is better priced, take note that the big ticket items in golden sale also reset with every mains bulletin. So if you haven't been buying the crystal casket and gluttony in golden sale, I highly recommend that you at least buy the crystal casket in golden sale, because it will reset all the same with flash sale. Just happens the flash sale has, again, better price. Obviously, I can't buy everything, but I can buy most things. So I think for flash sale, I'll focus on buying the Brief Cacophony and the Moment of Dissonance. But the question then becomes, do I buy all of these right now in the Brief Cacophony, or do I wait until after I get Cacophony? Alright. To figure that out, you have to go to Lucy.
Your visits are always unexpected. I appreciate that. Door knocking is more of a formality.
Use the Crystal Casket to get an Interlace Shudder. There we go. The other one I think I will start leveling up Windsong with. Okay, I can craft 3, but how many does it take to make 1? Okay, it makes 3 of those. So 70 times
The fastest
3,
way to learn is through
140,
imitation.
210.
See, timekeeper?
Okay.
I have adjusted my posture.
So 210 is the cost of the what's it called? Saunders Nell, there. 210 is the cost of Saunders Nell here versus Saunders Nell here, which is 240. So I am getting a better bang for my buck over here. And checking real quick. 50, 100, okay. Alright, manual math. 550, 750, 900, 1050, 1050, 1300, 1350, plus 1850, 1900, 2000. Okay, so I get 2000. So I just have to leave 1000 for myself in order to be able to still afford gluttony. And considering how difficult it is to come across Brief Cacophony, Moments of Dissonance, and the Sonorous Knell, yeah, I'm gonna go for that. I'll definitely have leftovers still, so like buy more if need be, but it's not a pressing like concern to buy it, and I can always save this currency for the next one. And I probably shouldn't then spend on the materials, considering the materials can be farmed for, versus Moment of Dissonance and Sonorous Knell, which and HF polarizations, which can only come out every now and again from the pawn shop. Greed is also kind of tempting, but we get so much greed anyway from the anecdotes. That's not really a rare resource to get.
Some have suggested that I should spend my vacation.
Oh,
People
hang on.
utilize a variety of
Psych
methods
you.
to rest.
Nah, I don't got any. Level 3 for now. Don't worry, Lucy. We'll get that to level 5 soon.
Your visits are always unexpected. I
Because
appreciate
next is where things get a little bit interesting. Oh. Okay. So if it requires 3, Brief Cacophony needs to make 1 Sonorous Knell. We need 4 Moments of Dissonance to make 1 Brief Cacophony. Alright, let me go ahead and math that out real quick. Yeah, I really wasn't planning on streaming today, guys. Okay. Costs 30. 30 times 4 is 120. 120 times 3 is 360. So, it is therefore cheaper for me to get Sonorous Knell from Main's Trust, Golden Sale, than it is if I were to do a flash sale. Right, 30, 60, 90, 120. Yeah, that's right. It's like 240 for 2, and that's only 2/3 of what I need. So better I just get Sonorous Knell. 1. And I'll probably get the rest from Sonorous Knell here as well at a later point. Go.
Your visits are always unexpected.
It's quite interesting because it uses a specific currency that only replenishes from doing that challenge, and they spread the challenge apart. So like, you can't do it all at once. So you kind of have to like math it out in advance. Otherwise, you are like using up that very limited resource. Okay, let me just go ahead and fix my resonance build. Double checking that it's all good. Yeah, okay. Let me just change this up. And yes, I'm using a resonance build guide. I'm not, terrible at these kind of puzzles, But when you put into account the math that's involved of like trying to optimize your stats, that's something that goes a little bit over my head. Uh, and oftentimes leads to me just like overthinking a little bit when I could be doing more. Oh, ad break. See you guys after the ads. Forgot that was happening. Okay, here we are. Here we are. The two of us, like ships on a winding river. And yet somehow we found each other. No strangers, you and I. Tooth Fairy. This is for you and Lucy. And last one. Perfect. So now our resonance stats are 45% crit rate, 39% crit damage, for a total of nice 70% crit rate. Almost 75 actually. 75% crit rate and 210% crit damage. Not bad at all. Now just get these up and we'll be golden. Oh, Ezra.
Please be careful. I'm collecting the spores on the mushroom canopy.
There you go.
Even the slightest breath will blow them all over the place. The last thing I want to see is mushrooms growing all over the neat suitcase. I mean, I love mushrooms, but we have to keep it moderate.
I probably should level up that Psyche specifically, but I want to prioritize Lucy and Windsong first. Alright, so we are... Holy cow, 2 hours in the stream. Oh, dang, time truly flies. That is interesting. Well, I was going to do a 3-hour stream regardless, but I do wonder how much I can get done. Alright, time for me to do a quick bit of math here again. Let's see. I plan on streaming at 10 a.m. tomorrow, so if I sleep immediately, I will have 8 hours of sleep, which is kind of what I was planning to do anyway. I already did my dailies in both. I already did my dailies in both Reverse and Genshin, so I'm pretty much golden. Yeah, if need be, I can extend a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and try. I haven't done this yet. A series of Dusk. I've seen a lot of people play it. MJ and actually, no, I haven't seen a lot of people play it. There's only one other person, and I'm blanking on the name right now. But I have seen them play it, and like they were doing pretty well. But I myself have not experienced it yet. Golden Alley. Sonorous Knell. Bifurcated Skeletons. Okay, it seems to be materials. Oh, and a character. Oh, fascinating. So you're real, Lorelei. Huh. I see. Well, this is a good way to get people to like incentivize new players to get a new 5-star character. Though I do wonder if she's a support or she's gonna be overshadowed by other characters she's main DPS. Well, only one way to find out, right? Let's bring Lucy. So the higher tier they are, the more they cost. Six.
Are you seeking my service?
Oh, hang on. I see what happened.
Battery
Funny.
checked.
Are you seeking my
Do
service?
you want to play with me? My lovely girl, lovely girl. Do you want
Let us
some
get to know
candy?
each other.
My lovely girl. Let's play some
And now,
games.
I belong to this set.
Let's play some games today. Funny games.
I'm here for a worn tooth.
Some funny games today. Interesting. So because the summer glamour cap is 15, I literally can't bring anyone else. How about assist characters? Can I bring assist characters? Does anyone offer a healer, perhaps? A lot of Isolde. And a lot of Lucy. Holy cow, Lucid! P2, Lucy. Hot dang, hot dang. Alright, no, I think I can live with this. My first time, why not bring 2 healers? A series of dusts. What's hanging time? Target on building 2. Confirmed. Target on vicinate the house. They're not here. Our incel was wrong. We were set up. A fidivy. Razor swings his hand frustration, knocking a hole clean through a wooden bookshelf. The notes lying on the shelf fall and scatter.
Calm down.
Calm yourself, Razor. Tearing up this place won't get us anywhere closer to our target. This beyond has been alive for over 200 years. It's a living legend. We knew it couldn't be this easy. Razor pulls his arm out, breathing out steadily.
Semmelweis.
You're right. I lost my composure. I'm not one to admit defeat, but we are out of time to contain this vampire.
We need to go back to the Foundation.
We can't afford to take risks with the storm. We know so little about this vampire's arcane skill. It has made it next to impossible to track. Which is all the more reason to hunt it.
Besides,
All that aside, our operation was entirely fruitless. Semmelweis bent down to pick up the papers, now lying on the ground before the shelf. He scans the page, absorbed in thought. What does it say? It's an old bill. The Laplace researchers might be interested in this. At the very least, it could help us study the dietary habits of vampires. Record of delivery, a baguette, bottle of red wine, bouquet of flowers. This suggests that the vampire is exclusively on blood, as he thought. It is also apparently dines on bread, wine, and flowers. Perhaps they consume pollen for energy.
just kidding.
Subtle levity, Razor. I'm suggesting that vampires are the nocturnal answer to bees. Gruson Aken, I must say. This vampire has exquisite taste in flowers. Hmm? What's this? While some of us men of documents, Razor catches sight of something shiny in the corner. Looks like an orbiculum. Uh-oh! The orbiculum flares up with a red glow. Get down! Whoosh. Dark red incantations shoot towards them. A folded blade swings open. Razor swipes down on one spell after the other.
Semmelweis.
Televice, get out! It's too late. A shadow appears from behind Semmelweis. Trying to face her neck. Pain radiates through her body, as if tearing her in two.
No.
The shadow covers Semmelweis entirely, pushing her beneath it. No! Ah, nightmare. Or at least it was. Semmelweis lurches up on the bed. She sought to place her hand on her chest, trying to calm the erratic breathing of her heart. She gasps for air, then puts it out again, as if to expel the memory.
Was that a dream?
Or a beautiful nightmare. Difficult to tell the difference. Nothing feels real. Takes a deep breath, touches the wound in her neck. The scars have nearly faded now. She tastes her fingers over the twin puncture marks. Semmelweis flies from her bed to look out the window. The streets of Vienna are bustling with activity. Carriages and... Oh, hang on. I didn't realize the auto was still going. Oh good, I didn't miss anything. Carriages and trams roll side by side on the wide street. Gentlemen engage in animated discussions at the cafe. It has an odd tranquility about it, like the calm before a storm. It's a scene far removed from the mountains she remembers. She takes in 3 deep breaths. A knock on the door interrupts her thoughts.
May I ask?
Captain, are you awake?
Hmm.
What is it, Emil? Come in. As per instructions, I collect the latest newspapers from across Vienna. Emil places a neatly sorted stack on the table. Semmelweis leaves the view behind as she goes to pick up a newspaper. The actress's soul is about to hold an art exhibit in her late brother. The famous artist Theophil's posthumous works will be displayed for the first time. His souls. I remember her. She was starting this opera before I left.
Yes.
It still seems she's the hottest topic in Vienna today.
But
But the talk has shifted to this upcoming exhibit first. The organizers hope to provoke thought about and attention towards the Arcanist plight. Certainly it's not the greatest issues of our time, but what good would an art exhibit be for that? won't change anything. Emil points to the date on the newspaper.
But
But we're just in time. The exhibit's today. Or more precisely, in 3 hours.
Of course.
Of course. What could be more tantalizing to Viennese public than a glimpse of the final works of a dead artist? Semmelweis leaves through several more newspapers. Without exception, the front pages feature Zoll and Theophil's mourning portraits. Rising suicide rates, museum thefts, assassinations, and major demonstrations are all placed second fiddle to this event.
It's nothing.
I'm afraid it's hardly novel, but there is something about when an artist takes his own life, that potent mix of tragedy and brilliance. No matter the era, it does always grab the headlines. All the more reason so that he was the last male scion of an ancient noble house. The exact level of gossip the Viennese couple up. Politics and revolutions will have to wait till it's done. I guess I shouldn't expect any difference. The city's always found a way to decide itself with sensationalism. Never mind the empire's falling apart at the seams. They can't even put an effort in addressing their Arcanus problem, which I'd say is the easiest to solve.
It's ridiculous.
All their relaxation policies do is force law-abiding Arcanists to be weighed down by unwieldy bureaucracy.
Shoot.
Never mind that the lawless fanatics couldn't care less about the dang registration. Mark my
I'm
words,
sorry.
Captain. These lunatics will drag normal Arcanists down. Right along with them. Sorry. I didn't mean to. Emil catches himself. And perhaps too late that the supervisor too is an Arcanist. Embarrassed, he stops his tirade. If left unaddressed, these Arcanist lunatics are certain to turn many normal Arcanists into lunatics themselves. Unrest beats further unrest. Crackdowns. However, I spare a little sympathy for the Empire. Between the Bohemians, Croats, and Romanians, they are verging on the total collapse. It is little wonder that the Arcanist problem has been left to fester. A wave of nationalism sweeping through this era, with each side pulling apart. The tapestry of this ancient empire seemed destined to be freed and torn. Noticing Emil's agitation, Semmelweis smiles charmingly.
Oh, never mind.
It's often unpleasant to deal with Arcanists, I admit. I am myself not very fond of Arcanists, particularly when it comes to the beyond.
Please continue.
Please continue your reports, Emil. Arcanists, Captain. That is to say, it relates to Arcanists. I conducted a cursory investigation of the Arcanist refugee community here in Vienna and gathered more information about the so-called Lorelei from the Rhine. Lorelei from the Rhine. Even though she has been expecting it, Semmelweis catches her breath as she hears the name. She intently recalls that letter, the one whose contents she has not disclosed to anyone in the Foundation. Law's reputation amongst the lower class Arcanists is beyond what we had imagined. Using her gift of prophecy, she's united many Arcanist groups, so far preventing them from definitely crashing within the Empire.
A prophecy.
I prefer to call it Arcanist nonsense. There you go again, Emil. It seems to me that the only Arcanist could come up with the validity of such superstition. But nonsense is otherwise. The Arcanist refugees are convinced. According to this prophecy of theirs, the world is a valley with a flowing river, and we are colonies of ants living on either side of it. In times past, we lived and died beside the river, enjoying its bounty, just our ancestors did.
But
Today, however, the river is facing cataclysm. The floodwaters will soon come rushing down, devour everything in their path. And our valley will be no exemption. In her words, we are entirely helpless against this irreversible reckoning. All we can do is seek help to escape it. Lorelei claims to be the savior who will rescue everyone. Hmm.
It's ridiculous.
It's all a bit cliche, don't you think? She may as well just call herself Noah. But to Semmelweis, this story meant something entirely different. Do you think this flood that Lorelei talks about may be the storm? Just another doomsday prophecy? Or is she really an oracle for the
What
storm?
on earth is she trying to do?
What on earth is she trying to do? What is her goal in promoting this prophecy? Countless questions begin to sprawl in Semmelweis' head. Whether or not Lorelei's prophecy turns out to be true, she can no longer ignore the existence of the storm in the Arcanist world. So, what about Lorelei? Did you find her? Ah, unfortunately not. I haven't got any leads about Lorelei's whereabouts. Except that she seems to have disappeared.
That's strange.
That's strange. She should have returned to Vienna by now. Why else would she have me look for her here?
Hmm?
Captain? What are you talking about?
No, nothing.
Nothing. Please, continue. Simply put, after Lorelei disappeared, the Arcanist refugee community has splintered. It's not yet risen to the level of the other crises that the Empire is facing, but these out-of-control Arcanists are threatening to cause significant problems. According to data, just this month, simultaneous and fierce incidents have been happening left and right. The Arcanist crime rate has doubled. Some of the refugees have turned to management dictate and have begun fighting what they call the human powers that be. Unfortunately, more than just some. He only has a few selected notes. No, hang on. These are articles over to Semmelweis. Riots, marches. They'll only continue to grow as long as the Arcanists lack a better voice to rally behind.
Looks like...
Then we must find Lorelei as soon as we can.
Maybe.
We may find some more intel at the Vienna branch office. They've investigated those groups in the past. I'm sure they must have also seen the opportunity to investigate Lorelei.
I see.
I see. Thank you for the information, Emil. I'll head over to the Vienna branch now. Need me to go visit you, Captain? No, I prefer to go on my own.
Copy that.
Understood. The team and I will wait for your turn. Semmelweis turns to look out the window at the crowded street.
What on earth is she trying to do?
Lorelei, what on earth is she trying to do?
Vienna. It's been so long.
Moving forward is essentially reaching your final destination. To move forward, select a node on your current path and move toward it. Select the connected path, node as your next destination, and venture forth. Each node along a path has its own unique function. Minor obstacle for spider, present nature for snake, random event for stairs, shopping time for money, treasure hunt for reward event, rest site has recovery effects, and impending crisis the area boss. Okay. So, does the branching path I take matter or not? Maybe it'll affect my materials, and then that will affect the events I can interact with. At each level of Catalyst progression, you choose to activate one of two additional effects. In Catalyst progression, only the level 4 effects are specific to each individual catalyst, while other potential effects are randomly generated. Okay, so I'm a person who likes to shop. So I will take top and then middle path. Confrontation. They don't trip you up as easy as they used to, but they keep trying. Even a stubbed toe is success to them. Hallucinations. In a series of Dusk, a total clamor of deployed characters cannot exceed the line of the clamor cap. This deployed character as a combatant.
Battery checked.
In a series of Dusk, you use all the psychos you own. You configure aiders built deployed characters to provide additional effects during combat. A total clamor for your lineup can exceed the team's clamor cap. Aiders can only be placed with deployed characters, combatants can only be the team's clamor. After place an aider, tap the card on the right to adjust their aid skill. Oh, that's what they meant. Before, someone mentioned that they gave Lucy 37 skills. I didn't quite get it, but I think I do now. Casting an aid skill battle also casts Moxie to the corresponding deployed character. Combatant. Oh, that's weird. That's real weird. When a deployed character combatant gains their ultimate battle, they gain their aider's ultimate as well. And using an aid skill, the Afflatus and damage at that skill will match the corresponding deployed character or combatant. In a series of Dusk, certain incantation effects and behaviors will be different from regular battles. Huh. Interesting.
Let us get to know each other.
I'm here for a worn tooth.
Are you seeking my service?
No, I guess I should use 4 characters. For as fun as aiders seem to be, and it does seem to like encourage you to like build the lower level characters, the lower star characters. I'm afraid that I settle for having the action points of all 4 characters.
Are you seeking my service?
That lineup plan or something else though.
Let us get to know.
I guess they want me to bring
each other.
more what do you call this? 5-star characters. Or even less than that. Okay. Let's just get started.
Let the helium fill your pulmonary lobe.
I'll at least make it to the boss fight before I call it a stream. Because we will be streaming this again tomorrow. At 10 a.m. During battle, vision shooting will be by catalyst incantations. Oh, okay. Using catalyst incantations from the stimulus. Any remaining stimulus from this battle will carry over to the next.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Not begin to combat actions.
Faraday's miracle.
Oops. Autumn of the sun.
Aim and shoot.
Victory secure.
What?
I should excuse myself.
Good to know that I can do this on auto though. During artifact selection, you can choose to keep one or more artifacts for yourself. Oh, that's great. Round, and I guess this one. Sure, why not? When gaining lucky, small chance to gain 1 goldfish coin. I don't have the lucky artifact, so not useful for me right now. For every 10 stacks of dynamo an ally loses, you gain 1 stack of wheel. Dynamo. Not wheel. Damage reduction is 5%. Oh, not bad. I'll take that.
That was easy.
You've acquired a new artifact. Tap here and look. As here Dusk, each artifact has its own unique good signature. Artifacts need to be placed on the left side of the layout to take effect in battles. Okay, Resident Evil rules. I got it. New acquired artifacts are automatically placed in the layouts. When there's not enough space in the layout to place the artifacts, the newly acquired ones will be placed in your stash on the right. You can drag an artifact to any desired position in the layout. By cleverly placing artifacts, you can utilize their grid interactions to gain bonus effects. Tap on artifacts with the layout selected. You can rotate artifacts here as well. The artifacts you acquire must be placed in your next effect. New artifacts are combined placed in your layout. Set room. Okay, these are all the things it said. Top is special type of artifacts. It can be placed directly in your layout to provide special passive effects. You can also use a floppy disk to enchant an artifact, either by dragging it onto a slot artifact, or by tapping on an artifact slot and then turning the disk. Enchanting an artifact with a floppy disk that has the same tag as artifact will enhance base effects. Enchanting an artifact with a floppy disk that has a different tag, then the artifact will add this tag to that artifact. This one I knew from the traditional version of Roguelike. Some artifacts have grid activation requirements. By strategically placing them in your layout, these activated artifacts can provide additional effects. Oh, interesting. Synergy, huh? Okay. And then we take the middle path here for a random event. Discovery. The forest goes golden. The road forks. And you always take the less traveled path, leaving the other for another day. Also, I just realized that stimulus is 40 to 40, so I should be using that as much as I can. Then the road turns a castle, with the windows. Semmelweis sees flickering candles and embossing shadows. It all blurs her vision, in suffocating her. At that moment, a pair of thin, stick-like hands had around her feet. All commands lose 40% HP, gain half of night. Discard 2 select artifacts to gain half of night. Oh, I'll just take the HP, that's fine. As hard around, and has 3 or more Moxie to gain 1 stack of sturdiness and 1 stack of rousing morale. Okay, not bad. Inside the castle seems safe either, but right now, there doesn't seem to be any better way to escape. She pushes open the door. In the light, it has many eyes. They are burning intensity and desire, fiercer than flames, capable of crushing everything. Amidst their gaze, an artifact lies there silently. That was interesting. Now I only have 100 goldfinch coins. I think I will take a treasure hunt. We often search for treasure in foreign places, but they can be found right under our noses, in the gentle breeze and observant eyes that notice even the slightest details. Semmelweis, based on her journey, is stopped by a voice. The owner of the voice is a young boy, ragged with clear eyes. He opens his palm, and up appears for her. A list, a gift from a fellow traveler, which she can choose whatever she wants. Curio? What is that? Ah, okay. Gave it to me after all. The boy rummages around. But has a small gadget in the basket. He nods, signaling for Semmelweis to take it. I never expected to get this here. Thank you.
You never know what's around the corner.
Oh, sweet. Alright, next fight. Deceiving, dicing, and scheming forever. If you're unprepared, there's still time to consider the consequences.
Program activated.
Alright. First, use this. Nice spell incantation. I can merge and upgrade one incantation. Raise the rank of all current incantations and change the new ones. Okay. I've seen this on that before. I'm gonna go ahead and fuse. It's free after all.
The moment of
Lucy.
silence. The moment of utterance.
Oh, hang on. I saw something.
The moment of silence.
Okay. Let's go with
The
debuff,
moment of utterance.
attack,
Loading.
and attack.
Charging.
Until the torch is
Here's
lit.
hoping.
Learn from silence.
Target confirmed. Eliminate target.
Conservation energy, of course. And that was round 1. Oh, yeah, we are clearly overpowered for this. Okay, I'm gonna heal. This will most likely be the last round.
Now ready. Loading. Charging. Phase. Filters. The light that illuminates all. Barrage.
Okay, I just yawned.
Victory
So that
secure.
means that I probably
Choose
should be
to
wrapping up soon. And also, it has been 3 hours, so like, probably a good idea for sure. One other thing, like, super exciting happening yet. I'm gonna go ahead and run the ad, the last ad. Just like keep that in the background. I could use some floppy drives. I will choose. This one. Better than nothing. During the journey, you'll gain catalyst essence. When the catalyst essence, which can be thought of as form of experience, fills up, the current level of the catalyst will level up. And it's very the catalyst will increase life climber cap, potential, and allow new clients to be summoned. Now, after the catalyst, that climber will increase. You'll also gain potential and need to summon new companions. There we go. Okay, okay. So 15 is a small number, apparently. I will bring in 37.
That was a good fight.
Huh. The Wheat Foundation is choked with demonstrations.
Hey!
Recognize Bohemia now! We demand representation in the Empire and from the Foundation. A tripartite empire. Long live Archduke Ferdinand!
Hmm.
Women serve equal recognition and rights.
No!
There's no way forward except through the gathering crowd. The converging demonstration roll out as a mass, ready to boil. Give it up! The Empire must not change! Gosh dang invading Bohemians!
Looks like...
It seems like there's no way through all these projects, all these protests. Some of us have temples, and that's not an exasperated sigh. The Foundation may not be the primary target of the project, the protests, but they have already tightly sealed its entrance to avoid potential violence. That was Carl's decision. Yes, instinctively. Oh, Carl, that was his name. Given the situation, it's doubtful they'd let her in, even if she could find a way through. Carl's not a bad person, but no, he won't budge on this. Normally, some advice has no trouble with bureaucrats and reservations. Standing here looking at the result of their action, she wants a few choice words. It's not suitable. Where are the guards? Where have all the guards gone? Come on! None of these backward yokels send them back.
Look!
Brothers and sisters, hear what he just said? These Austrians are always so arrogant and dismissive of us. That's why we must establish our own kingdom. A kingdom of the Bohemians. Hear that? The Emperor should rescue these traitors. Let's show them. Let's put the inferiors in their place. The high class close, engage in a heathen and polite exchange of ideas. The scene calls to mind the image of two ant colonies fighting. Neither beautiful nor orderly, their actions driven solely by instinctive adrenaline.
Nothing interesting.
Nothing interesting.
Looks like...
There'll be no getting any information on the Foundation Day. I have to find Lorna either way. Ignoring the chaos around her, she prepares to call like a hotel and make a new plan. This fighting, forcing an invasion. It's a small blip in history, soon to be dust in the storm. Either way, I can't let myself be caught up in all this. What exactly is all of this? Semmelweis skirts the battle lines forming the protesters, aiming for a narrow alley off the main road. It wouldn't be your first choice, but navigating the way back would be best. Time consuming and worst, dangerous.
Hmm?
The figure emerged into the group of Arcanus protesters. Their faces hidden, but they intend to leave the scene via the same alley she's heading towards. The figure seemed to notice this as well. You're from the Foundation. Bad luck. I don't have time for this right now. The woman takes a few hurried steps forward and hurries in the alley ahead of Salvice. Pausing what to think, Salvice pursues her into the alley. Oh shoot, Duolingo. Hang on. I got 2 minutes. We're gonna speed run the easiest one. Because I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. Also, I think I'm like half asleep already. I don't remember us changing scenes. So I gotta get to bed soon. It's the easiest one. I forgot to do today. Me do this. Rice and green tea.
Get more with Super Duolingo.
Okay, that's good. You're from the Foundation. Bad luck. I don't have time for this right now. The woman takes a few hurried steps forward, hurries into the alley ahead of Semmelweis. Pausing a moment to think, Semmelweis pursues into the alley. The bright green of her dress hangs out the dreary alleyway. If she'd been attempting to evade Semmelweis, she made a poor showing of it. Oh, Wakanya. I admit I'm not very good at hiding. But I can explain. I wasn't involved in this protest. You have to believe me. The woman in green reaches into her clothes, but freezes in place.
You are.
And you are... Oh, she thought that she was one of the Native Foundation people. Some voice glanced at her, recalling any information that she can about the green chatterbox before her.
Miss Kakanya?
You are Kakanya, yes? A known member of the circle?
You mean.
You know me?
Yes.
Of course, Miss Kakanya. I think you misunderstand. I am from the Foundation, but any relation you have to the protest here is none of my concern. Oh, good, good. But I think I left my arcane skill permit at home. If you don't mind, I can take you to get it if you need to.
Wait.
No, I'm not here to check your arcane skill permits. Flash of movement. Kanya abruptly pulls a nearby curtain, revealing a mirror. Brilliant white light flashes from it and envelops Semmelweis completely. Semmelweis attempts to react, but is too slow to escape the light. Apologies, miss. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't do this, but I already have no time to spare explaining myself. Isolde's art exhibit is about to begin. Don't worry, I didn't use my full strength. You'll only be unconscious for half an hour. Tops. Well, that should do it. I snaps her fingers and the white light in the alley fades. Light disperses, Semmelweis stands in place, entirely unscathed. I believe that did not go as you planned. Your arcane skill is meant for conjuring light. That's rather simple. Wouldn't you agree? My arcane skill failed? This is a little trick, but it should have been enough to get a glimpse into her mind. That trick depends on the person reflecting the mirror. Oh, no reflection? Which is a vampire? She now realizes it's empty. Exactly where the woman before her should be. Oh, I see, I see. Clever. You had no reflection at all. Selvice also realized a strange phenomenon. Though in fact, Sol conscious was not entirely accurate. There is a hazy reflection of a figure within, though it could be easily taken for a fog on the glass.
That's surprising.
That is most surprising. Could be an effect of disease. How can this be? Once having her right, I'd definitely give you a thorough examination. But I had to make this quick. My expression turned serious again, and the mirror emits under plastic dazzling light. This time light takes some effect. Selvi is blind for a moment from the light flash. It took all of Kanya's strength and effort to see the red last moment change. Burning attic, gray marble buildings, mountain sky. What is all this? As Selvice opens her eyes, she notes the obvious. Her surroundings have changed. It's a hallucination. It is a hallucination, undoubtedly. Naturally, she has plenty of experience with hallucinations. There's something special about this one. Or at least, there shouldn't be. You meet again, Semmelweis. Indeed. With all due respect, I don't have time for idle chattering, Doctor. Really? You seem a bit nervous of me, but you needn't be so wary.
I am you. You may call me Bella.
That's your real name after all, not the code name the Foundation gave you. Oh, they're code names and nicknames. I see. Whoever you are, I have a poor opinion
Really?
of things going. I didn't figure my mind. So you think of yourself beyond the seas. It's not a hallucination. A nightmare tugging at your strings. But you've read the reports, so you know what this really is. Rather than Miss Claire's arcane skill as you glimpse your inner self. You are not a fool, my dear. Do you still want to deny the truth right before your very eyes? It's an extraordinary ability, wouldn't you agree? And for one so accustomed to deceiving everyone, even yourself, it proves dangerously effective. Selva signed for a moment. I admit it, I've never seen anything like this before.
Take a look.
See, you've come so close. Now you must face your truth. Don't have to pull the foundation onto me again. And I know very well that's nothing more than disguise to you. If you are so loyal to the Foundation, tell me why not tell them that you knew about Lorelei. The Foundation is simply the best way for me to handle things right now. Loyalty with reservation is not true loyalty. It is mutual exploitation. Let's be honest with ourselves, shall we? You don't trust the Foundation to simplifies. Everything done has been for yourself. Joining the Foundation is a chance to be closer to the Arcanum. You became a field agent. I'll help you find the cure. The thought of it. And to start, the Foundation has offered me the best way for me to accomplish my goals.
That's all.
That's never been in disputes. Just having find out what you truly believe. You aren't so noble. It's under person of death. Trying to change your fate. It's in your nature. Hmm. Salvi puts her hand on her head and sits up on the couch. Oh, Kanya brought her all the way over here to her office. You're finally awake. Salvi subconsciously surveys the room near her. Strange. I remember it just now. The room is quiet. In a long time, Salvi has enjoyed her scene.
Don't worry.
This is my psychiatrist clinic. Psychiatrist? I see. Well, you'll forgive me if I mistake for a warehouse. Don't get me wrong, I greatly respect your psychiatrists. Of course, I do find them a bit nosy, often takes their way into your private matters. I'm very sorry. Whatever for. So it's rather blurry, I didn't see any slightly from you in the mirror. I saw me to attack you, so I acted rashly. I just want me to attack you, act rashly. The green parrot lowers her head with an awkward expression. You have been making a bad habit of dazzling others in the streets, Dr. Kakanya. I'm not second victim of a particular brand of light-based assaults.
Oops. Sorry.
Oh, so you're a fan of Marcus too? missed that. Why do you ask? Everyone sees differently in the mirror, but wants the truth, their innermost turmoil and desires. Your reflection, though, was hazy, and the fragments in the form were vague. It is impossible to tackle useful information within.
No, nothing.
No, there's nothing. Just familiar hallucinations I've long grown accustomed to. That's all. Of course, you're my patient, and I have no intention of prying into your privacy, but I ask such questions as a matter of professional ethics. Professional ethics? It's our consultation years I need to go by. Maybe dealing with a very serious mental illness.
I must say,
As a psychiatrist, I can't stand idly by, whether you're my patient or not. I feel I must speak with you frankly. I've heard that line many times before, though for a far more often comes as my physical illness. I confess to you the first time I've heard that I'm sick in the head as well. Though far more, though far more often concerns with my physical illness, I confess this is the first time I've heard that I'm sick in the head as well. To put it simply, I simply have observed what your spirit's undergoing drastic changes, and all these intense changes trigger significant mental distress. Huh. High spiritual changes. You could say that. 'Cause I'm sure you're all hand that we say mankind is entitled to reason, organization is sensitivity, or shortened to emotions are the heart of spirituality. When our perspectives change, those keen emotions, especially our keenness, exhibit more obvious symptoms. I'm sure you're familiar with the saying, mankind is inclined to reason, arcane is inclined to sensitivity. Emotions are the heart of spirituality. When our perspectives change, those with keen emotions, especially our keenness, exhibit more obvious symptoms. Insomnia, nightmares, hallucinations, schizophrenia, even the disappearance of one's reflection. I expect these are all possible symptoms of spiritual change in our keenness. Spiritual changes? The most interesting way to put it. But according to our extent of knowledge, these effects seem to stem from these changes in the kingdom and the side effects they cause. Mid sentence, you constantly remember something, and quickly stands up. Ah, oh no! Oh look, the rapid is going to be so late. Look at the time. Self exhibits. Just another long life has high profile social gatherings. So apparently, this one intends to promote the plight of the arcanists across the empire.
it is without a doubt one of the greatest issues of our time.
Huh. Selvice, I'm happy to hear that you're so sympathetic to the theme of this exhibit. Since many Viennese don't care about the organized ideals, they only came to gawk at the art. As I'm saying, I'm sympathetic. It's an argument, serious topic. I've always believed this foundation needs to listen to experience and opinions of the organists like you.
People with outside perspectives can speak for those beyond the Foundation's sometimes narrow mindsets. I'm happy to know that the Foundation has such dedicated young people like you and Miss Marcus. I'll see this after the last story. The eloquent girl is green costumes and grand organization. She pauses and standing televised behind her right eyes. Let's give me a text to everyone first. Friend of Mr. Marcus. They only gave her 2 invitations. I think he was deserving of one.
Don't
I made
worry.
sure of send the organized part. Let me see if there are any extra invitations.
Thank you.
Thank you for your diagnosis and invitation, Dr. Kanya. Salvi stands on the sofa. Her projector is set for the door.
I'm sorry.
I never really sent any sort of communication. I have no proper appreciation for art. This exhibit you guys will bring to the opera.
Besides,
At any rate, I'm an urgent mission foundation, which leaves me with not so much time to spare. No, not either. I increased my mind to refusal. Simply cares on rummaging through the scattered files and cabinets.
oops, sorry.
His blind things already given out. Now he's all blind things already given out, and that's very ruefully. As Tina and Miss Lorelai's invitations left, they have their names on them. I should have asked Heinrich for a few more.
Wait, did you just say Lorelai?
Indeed.
You mean...
Miss Lorelai's famous social activist singer Vienna. I suppose it only makes sense you'd have never heard of her. You know, Miss Lorelai has always been dedicated to promoting equality of nation and mankind arcanist. She is well respected by just about everyone. That's why I especially invited Miss Lorelai and Miss Valentina to the exhibits. And I admit, because I've always wanted to meet them. Unfortunately, Miss Lorelai left Vienna not long ago. Now I know where she is. Last 5 figures that I was slightly but quickly find a spot.
But...
And there's so much dialogue in this. That's a pity. I think I've had a chance to pay her visit. So suddenly I simply missed my chance. Busy. I'm not sure she's now. I think must have news now. Miss Valentina? She's not social activities and a very good friend of Lorelai. She has a small bar in the riverport. Maybe you can relax there. If you speak with her, I can give you more detailed directions.
don't worry.
There's a vendor I know. Skin this feather and help you find Miss Valentina. your visit. There's a chance. Okay, she needs to get the feather and help you find more. Whatever. Miss Valentina. I do apologize. I'm afraid I can't go on with you myself. Sorry about it. Self-advice says troubling thing out. She's for the feather. Self-advice puts the feather in her pocket and nods to Kanya. Self puts the feather in her pocket, Miss Kanya. Good luck, Miss Self-advice. Good luck to you too.
Valentina. I've never heard that name before.
An area with under safe zone. You can tap on the keys in the zone to activate them. Take advantage of the window of opportunity and investigate rumors and offer resistance. Once you're all set, tap on the part in the safe zone. Ah, I see. Okay, well, if you guys couldn't tell, I am getting very sleepy, so I'm gonna have to call it here. Before I do, let me wrap up DCG here. There we go. Now we're done. Oof, I gotta get to bed. I am fading in and out. Fascinating. Alright, so we'll be continuing this in particular in 10 hours because I'll be playing Reverse 999 at 10 a.m.
People utilize a variety
Aside
of
from that,
methods to
I'll
rest.
also be doing
They
the
sleep,
3 doors,
talk to
but
others,
let's see how
watch
far we can
TV.
get, shall we?
How exactly do these function?
I want to see how many times I can finish a series of Dusk. And as you keep on doing it, if that will then free up the ability to like do a series of Dusk as something like on auto on its side while I play Genshin here on the big screen or something. I don't know. Who can say? Alright, here's the raid message. And our sub raid message. Guess I was more tired than I thought. Hard to be particularly motivated and keep myself awake when it feels like I'm just by myself. But hey, it happens sometimes. We're gonna go ahead and raid on over. Let's see if Riku and Toshio is currently going like they said they would be. Let's see. We get my list. There you go. Yeah, Riku is streaming. Let's go raid Riku. Okay, here we go. Whew. They're calling the late stream. Yeah, I can relate. It is. Well, not quite 1 in the morning. It's midnight. It's the witching hour. But we're gonna go ahead and raid on over. Thanks for joining me for today's surprise stream. Again, I fully wasn't planning on doing it, but I felt like I wanted to because of everything that's gonna happen next week and in the coming days because I have technically a semi-promotion.
I'll see you guys again in 10 hours for the same game, Reverse 999. And on Sunday, I'll be playing My Friendly Neighborhood horror game. Let's enjoy our Spooktober as much as we can. / raid Rico _ Toshiro 12, right? Yep. Now, as I sign you off, keep in mind and remember that Decaf Video is creating a Creative Commons Attribution, non-commercial share alike, 4.0 international license. Off you get. Nais ko ay magpakilala sa iyo at ipahiwatig kang nilalaman ng puso ko. Maunawaan mo kaya o baka sampalin mo lang ang aking mukha. Nagdadalawang isip na wag na lang kaya. Wag na lang kaya. Nais ko ay ialay sa iyo ang puso ko na umiibig sa iyo. Ngunit di mo na yata kailangan ng ganyan. Meron ka na yatang kasintahan na ninikip ang tiyan. Wag na lang kaya. Wag na lang kaya. Ngunit di mo na yata kailangan ng ganyan. Meron ka na yatang kasintahan na ninikip ang tiyan. Wag na lang kaya. Wag na lang kaya. Wag na lang, wag na lang kaya. Wag na lang, wag na lang kaya. Wag na lang, wag na lang kaya. Little imp, you came here to sing your serenade, perform your feelings on a velvety stage. What we gotta sing that's popular in these parts?
Only little bitches strum the strings of their hearts.
You wanna hang around this lustful town? Such a lovey-dovey before we knock you around. Here we sing about wants and desires.
Savagery, Lord, harder than fire.
So give me a thrust, show me some lust. From the groin to the bust, little imp, you just must. In the house of Asmodeus, come on, sing us a song. Make sure the subject is getting it on. Make it graphic and tactfully long. Go ahead, your mic's on. Now I sit all alone, wishing all my feelings gone. I gave my best to you, nothing for me to do, but I've one last cry